Welcome back, investors. I want to talk about the concept of starting where you're at with your investing goals. I'm Christina Steeren with Bullseye Investments, where we help busy professionals invest in their futures when time is scarce. And in this video, we're going to talk about starting small and starting now. This is a phrase used by one of my favorite RV YouTube video creators. They've had a channel for many years, and their philosophy is start where you're at now. Start small, but start now so that you can build that momentum. So if you're not quite able or ready to invest in a multifamily syndication for financial reasons, that's totally okay. That doesn't mean it's always going to be out of your reach. It just means you need to start small and you need to start now so that the chance to have it within your reach happens sooner rather than later. Okay, so you don't have $50,000 laying around ready to invest in a multifamily syndication. And I'm sure you're aware that the minimum investment is generally between $50,000 and $100,000, and that's a fairly large chunk of change. But you are interested in getting into real estate, right? Number one, start saving where and if you can. Even a small amount put away consistently will allow you to start building that nest egg so that one day you will be able to invest. The second thing you can do is your research. Start really learning about different things in real estate and different types of real estate and about syndications in general, so that when you do have that money saved up, you are able to invest it with confidence and with knowledge of where you're putting it and who you're interested in putting it with, so that you're getting those returns that you're hoping for when you invest. In the meantime, there are a couple of different ways for you to get into real estate at a lower price point. Let's go over a couple of them. Now, if you don't have the money set aside to invest in a syndication, but you do have some time, you've got a couple of options. Number one, you might consider house hacking, and that's when you buy a multi-unit piece of property, such as a duplex or a quadplex, and you live in one of those units and you rent the other or others out for cash flow and income. You might consider purchasing a single family property to fix and flip. So you purchase it, you fix it up, and then you sell it. You might consider doing the BRRRR method. Had to count those R's. And that's when you purchase a property, you buy it, you renovate it, you rent it out, you refinance it, and then you repeat the process with a new property using the money that you got from the refinance. The fourth thing to consider is known as wholesaling, and that's when you get a property under contract for one price and you find somebody else to purchase it, a buyer for it, before it's closed at a higher price, so that when you close on it and the other person closes on it, you're making the difference between what you put it under contract for and what that new buyer is paying for it. These all take some time, but they are a way for you to get into real estate at a smaller scale sooner, rather than waiting for later for everything to kind of line up. Now, say you don't have that money laying around to place into a syndication, a multifamily syndication, but you also don't have a ton of free time. You might consider investing in a REIT, a real estate investment trust. And these are generally publicly traded companies. They work similar to the stock market, and they have a portfolio of investments across a wide range of investment types, not necessarily just multifamily investments. They may have office buildings and other types of commercial spaces, and it's similar to investing in the stock market, and that these are publicly traded companies, so your money is a little bit more liquid than it would be in a syndication itself. Another option is to look into real estate crowdsourced funding opportunities. There are 2 websites that I've come across that seem to be very highly recommended. One is Fundrise and the other is CrowdStreet. Now, I have no personal experience with them, so definitely do your due diligence. But again, this is a way for you to start investing in real estate right now, starting smaller, but being able to start now if you don't have a ton of funds and you don't have a ton of time. So what happens if you have the funding, but you really don't have the time? What are your options there? Of course, real estate syndications are an option for you. But in addition to that, I wanted to bring up turnkey rental properties, because that might be something that fits your investing goals a little bit better for starting now. And a turnkey rental property is a property that is completely ready to rent out that you purchase. In many cases, there's already a property management team associated with them, so that you're buying the property and somebody else is handling the day-to-day. Now, that is not always the case, so definitely make sure you do your research and your due diligence before purchasing a turnkey rental property to make sure you know exactly what is expected of you as the buyer and the owner, and what is going to be handled by someone else. Well, there you have it, a variety of different ways to dip your toes in real estate, even if you don't have the money laying around for investing in a real estate syndication at this point in time. These are ways that'll help you start building that fund and also give you a really good hands-on experience and knowledge with real estate in general. Which of these methods appeals to you? Is it house hacking? Is it real estate crowdfunding? Or could it be turnkey rental properties? Drop a comment in the comment section below letting us know which of these different techniques of starting small and starting now appeals to you as an investor. Feel free to share this video with your friends and family who are also interested in real estate but may not know exactly where to start. And don't forget to like our video so that the masses on the web see that this was really helpful for you. In addition to that, never miss an update from us by hitting the subscribe button. If you do that, you'll be the first to know of any videos we post. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.